Hey everybody, this is Tommy G.
And it's BJ.
And we are back home in Phoenix, Arizona, and boy, our arms tired. That one just never gets old. We are back after pulling out a win, Pete. Finally, we got a win here after dropping a couple. And I'm going back here looking at the schedule. It's been since Houston, right? We lost one to the Gold Coats, lost to the Sandcats, lost to the Heaters. So 3 straight. Finally won with the Sawteeth.
Yeah. Since the midway point of the season, we were 1 in 4? 1 in 4 until we went up against the Sawteeth, and it's a good Sawteeth team too. Don't kid yourself for a minute. The Beewolves had a pretty big mountain ahead of them, but they were able to take it. And I'll tell you something: the offense just seemed to explode. So yeah. So that's our second win since the midpoint of the season. So 2 and 4, but we were able to jump up in the standings. And so again, the Beewolves just got to keep going along here, keep going.
Got to keep on keeping on. Well, just to go over that last game real quick, I'll tell you, it started. It got on big and early. Johnny Baggs gets things started early for the Sawteeth when he reads this changeup by Levon and rides it out over the left field wall with a man on second base. The 2-run homer puts the Sawteeth out in front with a quick 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first. Then this is followed on the very next pitch, as we're waiting here to come, as he walks up to the plate. There he is. This is followed on the next pitch when John Rennero cracks this misplaced changeup over the left field wall, and the line drive home run puts the Sawteeth up by 1 more. And it's a 3-0 lead early in the game. I know I was feeling not well.
Yeah, it was a bit of a shaky start for Deshaun Levon, but he got called up at the last minute, took the place of Fran Japani, who was still hurting after taking a shot from a hard-hit ball in her last outing. So he jumped in and was shaky to start with, but he settled in.
He did. Well, yeah, the Beewolves thankfully turned things around in a hurry. When with 2 outs and the bases loaded, Magic Moore steps to the plate and hits this grounder past the mound into center field, bringing 2 runs in and putting the Beewolves behind by just 1 in the top of the second. Buster Biggs then tags on another with this outfield single, bringing 1 more in and tying the game up at 3 apiece. I know it didn't look good at the bottom of the first, but by the top of the second, the fortunes had turned significantly for the Beewolves' favor, Pete. Yeah, and it started with the offense getting them back into it, and then Deshaun Levon, like I said, in that top of the third, he had a good outing, held him pretty well in the third. He did. Beewolves just keep piling it on in the top of the third, like you were talking about, when Bertha Banks cracks this one out to right field, and it lands in front of a sliding Lester Bronco, who misses it, and is forced to chase it back down, allowing Dexterous to round the bases from first to home, putting the Beewolves out ahead by 1. Finally, the Wolves get 1 more from an unlikely force, your friend Deshaun Levon, as he takes one into center field, bringing Buster Biggs home from second base, and just like that, it's a 5-3 Beewolves lead in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, and I again, these pitchers, you give them a lead, and they settle in, and they do their due, and then I think we brought Dusty Winder in, didn't he?
We did. We're just going to talk about pitching real quick and say there wasn't many strikeouts to report on the day. Levon didn't get started in that regard until the bottom of the 3rd, when he gets his revenge on Rennero with his high inside fastball. And that was actually the only one for Levon. Like you mentioned, Dusty Winder comes in relief in the bottom of the 5th and drops Rennero for an encore Rennero K. He also blanks the junior young to close out that side, settling at 2 going into the 6th. Avery then comes in to close things out in the bottom of the 8th and drops D.P. Turner to get a K of his own. Rennero breaks his bat on this pop fly foul ball on the first base line, and Lauro Franco ranges over to grab it, and it's a game, and the Beewolves stop the losing streak and pull off a welcome win in Santa Giuseppe.
Yes, over the 16 and 12 Sawteeth, who are in second place in the Curiosity Division. So again, a tough opponent, and they hung in there. Again, Sawteeth jump out 3-0, and we've seen the Beewolves kind of go into hibernation at that point, but not this time. They stuck with it, and they got right back into it.
Well, we won the battle in San Jose. We retreat home to Phoenix, and they send their other San Jose team to come try and face us here. It's the Grapplers, who are 12-16 extreme bullpen beasts. They're just one better than the Beewolves, who are 10-17 contact specialists, one win better. Again, those extreme bullpen beasts, it looks like their rotation is just nothing super special. They've got some power, some speed and defense, but that bullpen, once they get past their starting pitcher, they really turn it on, Pete.
Yeah, it was kind of the same thing with the Sawteeth. You want to kind of try and jump on the starting pitcher as much as you and get as many runs across the plate as you can before they pull them, because once the Grapplers go to their bullpen, like Tommy was saying, that's a tough road to hoe right there.
The guy going to be starting it off for the Grapplers today, the starting pitcher, Perd Lovelorn, doesn't throw the ball all too hard, but he's got really good movement and accuracy. He's got a 2.3 record on the season with a 3.93 ERA and a 1.42 WHIP. He's the right-hander for the San Jose Grapplers.
And their notable players, Godsenza, first baseman. He's locked in. He's got excellent power, excellent ability to connect at the plate. He's got average speed on the base pass, hitting .313 with 8 home runs. And then Bambino out in right field, he's got magnificent power, a little bit better than the average ability to connect, and he's got really good speed if he can get on the base pass. He's only hitting 189 on the season with 3 home runs. And then Ian Fielder, the shortstop, got a little bit better than average power. He's got pretty good connectivity, and he's got a little bit better than average speed. He's hitting 244 with 2 home runs, and he's locked in. I don't know if I said that, but yeah, Ian Fielder is also locked in.
He is. I can tell right there. The starting pitcher going to be for the Beewolves, the not quite 100% Fran Giappani. I'd put her about 80%. She's still nursing some wounds from that last one she took off the end of the bat. We'll see if she hangs in there after the throw. The right-hander throws the ball pretty hard. Her junk is all right, and accuracy is just a little south of average. She's got a 2-2 record on the season, so she's even with a 4.15 ERA and a 1.19 WHIP. I know she started out the season super strong, so we're hoping in the back third she's going to really turn things on here. It'll be good to see her. She's got this performance and a couple more before the end of the season.
Would be, and I feel really bad for her because she's gotten drilled more than a couple of times this year. So yeah, this is not her first time having to play injured. But the notable players for the Beewolves, Laura Franco at first base has excellent power, great ability to connect, and great speed on the base pass. She's hitting .402 with 2 home runs. Buster Biggs is locked in playing left field. He's got excellent power, excellent ability to connect, and excellent speed. So he is pegged. He's up on all his stats. He's hitting .364 with 3 home runs. And then the locked-in Magic Moore center fielder who created so much damage against the Sawteeth. Again, excellent speed, great fielding, great arm out there in center field. He's hitting .378 on the season with 3 home runs as well.
He is looking good for the offense there. Hopefully they carry on where they left at this last game. Looking at the lineup, the new lineup from the assistant coach. Starting it off there at the top, Mr. Dexter. Andy Dexter is the tense shortstop who's been struggling all season long, hoping to get out of his slump before the end of the year. He will be followed close behind by Buster Biggs, who is on the uptick. He's locked in. He'll be batting second. Batting third, Steve Monstour will be catching the pitches from Giappani today behind the plate. He's got good power against the right-handers. And he's going to face him today. Laura Franco, first base, going to try to keep her batting average north of 400, which is an amazing feat. And she's been worth every penny ever since we picked her up early in the season. Billy LeBoink is going to be playing right field. He'll be bat fifth, batting sixth. Magic Moore, the Magic Man, is locked in. He's got good contact against the left-hander, so if they bring a southpaw in, he'll go to work. Gina Torrens back at second base after taking a little bit of time out there. She had that wrist sprain, and you can see there in the picture, she actually has bandage on that left wrist. That's pretty cool. actually. She'll be batting 7th, the second basewoman. Bertha Banks will be playing third, her usual spot. And at the end, Frances Japani, like we said as well, she throws a 4-finger, 2-finger, curveball, slider, and a changeup. I love that repertoire.
Me too. She's got one of the best repertoires in the league, I think.
That sounds
headed into Red Rock Park. They got the place closed and air conditioning going. They got the truck running up and down the rock wall in the back there.
I got my popcorn. I finished that off before we started.
There you go.
I'm 3 beers in. No, I'm kidding.
Yes. Only 3? What are you, Piker? Finderi at third base with Fielder at second base. Godsends at first base. Bambino in right field. Forrest in left field. DeMarco in center field. Electro shortstop. Moore, Kenching, and Lovelorn pitching. That's the Grappler lineup. In the top of the first, the Grapplers will send Ali Finderi, Ian Fielder, and Devin Godsenza to take a swing at Frangipani. We'll get this one going.
It's a sea of white back there. Good to see. There's some Grappler fans.
Ali Finderi is rattled but fit.
She is. I was going to say that too about her. If you'd let me talk for a minute. I'm kidding. She's a good contact hitter, but she's, like you said, she's a little off her game. Left-hander takes the first pitch. This game is underway with 1 strike. Frangipani just warming up. The second pitch misses high and outside. 1 apiece. Crowd a little tough on the. Oh, what? Hold on a second. We got an issue here. Something with my controller.
Okay.
Take a little timeout here. A little technical timeout. Sorry about this, people.
It's okay.
We're going to go to input. I don't know what was going on with my controller here. Okay, let's get back in here. I had a little issue with some fielding there. Okay, runner at first base. Yep, I'm ready to go. Pressure amped up a little bit here to Ian Fielder, who's a real good contact hitter. He's locked in. And he's got good power as well. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on that one. Infield's playing the double play. She's ahead, 0-2. Popped up, Souvenir on the left side. Still 0-2. Let's see if she gets him chasing something. Ian Fielder hits that one hard down the line. It's foul. Thank goodness, because it's just knocked down barely by. That one's hit hard, foul again, and he's bringing up the pitch count on Frangipani, getting ready to throw her 9th pitch. Not much worry at first base for a steal. She's looking for the right signal from Monstour. He gives it to her. She gets it, delivers. No chase on the outside corner. 1-2. Top of the first, no score. Swing and a miss inside. Good pitch there by Japani. And she nods her head. She's getting ready. Devin Godsenza. She talked about him before the game, Pete. A lot of power, a lot of contact. You gonna say something?
She's getting in the groove here.
Oh, Magic Moore couldn't quite pick that one up. It's gonna be a single in the center field. We got 1 out and runners at first and second.
The right fielder, Jovan Bambino.
Jovan Bambino also hitting 189 on the season. Like you said, he's an RBI man with a lot of power. So the infield's going to go back on him and play deep. That pitch misses inside near the elbow to the left-hand batter's box. 1-0 the count to Bambino. That one misses outside, and Bambino's not chasing after anything. That's not a good sight this year. That one misses low and inside, ball 3, and she's way ahead. Throws that one down the middle, check swing, strike 1. 3-1 the count. Let's see what she comes up with here. That one makes it in there for strike 2. She fills the count. 3-2, looking for that second out, plays at third. That one's hit the buster, Biggs, and that's going to drop in there. And the runner's coming home, and they're going to score on that one, 1-0. And a couple well-placed hits by the Grapplers there. Philippa Forrest hitting 250, still just 1 out with runners at first and second. Strike 1 to her. With 1 pitch on the way, Frangipani popped up behind the plate. Monstour's back, but that's going to go behind the net and be a souvenir for someone else. 0-2. Japani's throwing her 20th pitch. That one's fouled down the left side. Still 0-2 with 1 out. Hoping hitting that double play. Swinging with strike 3. 2 down, Pete.
Now batting, the center fielder, Marco DeMarco.
Marco DeMarco hitting 262. I remember this name. I remember playing him before. So he sticks out in my memory. Tend to think he's got something to do. He's generally a power hitter. Takes his first pitch in there for strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Nice pitch on the inside corner there by Japani. She should get him chase some junk. Maybe low and away. Oh, just misses high and inside. Ball 1. Great day for baseball here in Phoenix. There it is, strike 3, and he's on the side. Good job, Japani.
Threw a lot of pitches, though, in that first inning. One run on 3 hits for the Grapplers. Grapplers with a 1-0 lead. Headley Dexteris, Buster Biggs, Steve Monstour going to get a first look at Perd Lovelorn, the Grappler pitcher. Dexteris is tense and fit, hitting 274, 2 home runs, and 7 RBIs. He's playing shortstop for the Beewolves. First pitch is outside. Ball 1, 1-0. That's shot into right field, and Bambino's able to get over and get under it to retire Dexteris. 1 out.
Boy, I thought that one had wings maybe. Buster Biggs comes up hitting 364 on the season. Hits that one hard down the line, but it's going to go foul before it gets to first. 0-1. That one inside corner, ball 1 misses. 1 apiece, bottom of the first with 1 out. Strike, I thought that was a little inside. 1-2. Check swing, good patience, ball 2. 2 up. Hard looper, Texas Leaguer right to Electro, who's going to make that catch. We got 2 down.
Steve Monstour, the catcher, is neutral and fit. He has power versus right-handed pitching. He's hitting 404 on the season. Takes a shot into center field for a clean single. He's going to round first, but going to hold up as they're able to get the ball in quickly to second base.
Video monster. Laura Franco coming up 402 on the season. She's got 2 long balls and 9 RBIs. Be nice for her to get number 3. Hit hard to left field. It's going back to the wall. Everyone's going around. The runner's coming home to tie this game up, Pete. He's going to slide in and make it. Way to go, and it's a tie ball game.
All right. Laura Franco with a double. Billy LeBoink, the right fielder, steps in. He's hit 327, 3 home runs, 15 RBIs. He's a fan of the high pitch. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Beewolves have tied up the game on a double from Laura Franco. That one's outside. Ball 1. That one's fouled off along the first base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That's a smash to fielder who picks it up, makes the throw to God, sends it first for the 3rd out. But 1 run on 2 hits for the Beewolves, and the score is tied 1-1 heading into the top of the 2nd. Eduardo Electro, Marla Moore, and Perd Lovelorn are going to face off against Japani, who's thrown 25 pitches with 3 strikeouts and given up 3 hits.
Eduardo
Electro, the shortstop's locked in and fit. Hitting 217 with 2 home runs, 7 RBIs on the season. He's known as an RBI dud. Oh, just out of reach of the diving Dexteris, and then Buster Biggs throws it all the way to first. Marla Moore, the catcher, hitting 208 on the season. No outs. Man at first base has a lot of speed. He's a danger on the base paths. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Moore takes it 0-1. That one's outside. A pitch out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Japani goes to first to keep the runner close. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Runner at second. That's in there for a called second strike. Marla Moore is content to watch it go by. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Japani delivers that one just a hair, just a shade outside. 2-2. Japani steps off the bag, forces the runner back to first. That's popped up. Just out of play for Steve Monstour. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Moore will get another chance here. Oh, okay. It was a kind of a weak line drive back to Japani at the pitcher's mound. She grabbed it for the out, but the runner at first was able to get back in time. So 1 out, runner at first. Perd Lovelorn, hold on. All right, goes to first. Wait, right trigger. There we go. All right, so Perd Lovelorn, the pitcher's in. He's hitting 0 on the season. He tries to lay down a bunt. That's no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Lovelorn takes the third called strike. He's out. 2 outs. Perd Lovelorn tried to bunt and was unsuccessful. So 2 outs now with a runner at first. Infield's normal. And up is Ali Finderi, the third baseman and leadoff hitter. Takes the first one for a strike. Takes the second one for a called strike. She's now in the hole. Oh, no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Finderi hitting .215. Swing and a miss. She goes down as a strikeout. Another K for Frangipani. 1 ball. Okay, so it's Magic Moore, Gina Torrance, Bertha Banks coming up in the bottom of the second. Lovelorn threw 13 pitches in that first inning and gave up 2 hits. Grapplers have out-hit the Beewolves 4-2. Magic Moore, the center fielder's locked in and fit, hitting .378 on the season.
That's pretty good. He's got a little more power than contact, does Magic. Takes his first pitch in there for a strike. Second one in there for a strike. He's playing it old patient. Hits that one high and inside. It's going to be a fly ball to right field. Waving it off is Bambino. Takes that first one.
Gina Torrance, the second baseman. She's back from injury.
She's just wrapped her hand.
Yeah, she's got it wrapped up. Takes the first pitch for a ball. She's hit .282 on the season. There's a smash. Oh, the shortstop tried to get laid out for it. Was able to knock it down, but couldn't corral it. So Torrance reaches with a single.
Bertha Banks, 188. 3 RBIs. Got a lot of speed with Gina Torrance at first base. Goes back and doesn't quite get her in time. Good throw there. Second one to Bertha. She hits it hard, Pete. It's going deep, deep to center field. Out of here. Way to go, Bertha. The crowd on their feet. Loving it here in Phoenix. 460 feet over the center field wall. It's Banks' first home run. The 5th RBI of the season. Good long ball, third base, Banks.
That's right. Frangipani hitting .364 in the season. No home runs, 2 RBIs. She's neutral and well. 1 out in the bottom of the second. Beewolves with a 3-1 lead. The count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Japani swings. There's a down the third baseline. Fair ball. She's trying to hoof it out. Oh, wow. But she gets thrown out by the third baseman. Wow. What a close play at first base. 2 outs.
Good diving throw. Great defensive player. Dexter is 0 for 1 today. Got close to taking one out. His first pitch in there for a ball. It's a 3-1 Beewolves game here. Oh, and that one back to mound. Jammed by Lovelorn, who picks it up. Throws him out for the 3rd out.
Beewolves pick up 2 more. They had Beewolves with 3, Grapplers 1. Coming up in the top of the 3rd, Ian Fielder 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Devin Godsenza 1 for 1, and Hoban Bambino 1 for 1.
Now batting.
Giappani has thrown many pitches.
38 pitches.
38 pitches. Thank you, sir.
It's crazy. Crazy the pitches she's thrown. Ian Fielder 242 with 2 home runs. Pops that one up. Behind home plate, Monster is going to make the easy catch. Behind the plate. First out. That's a good rate. You know, 1 pitch, 1 out. Devin Godsenza. 1 for 1 with a single. Locked in. Hitting the ball.
Get her a couple of those.
Like a crazy person. Hits that one hard to Bertha Banks. Picks it up. Double pump. Throw to first. 2 down on 2 pitches, Pete. Let's keep it going.
Yes, sir.
Hoban Bambino 1 for 1 with a single. He's throwing the ball with a lot of power. Outfield going deep just in case. Frangipani throwing pitch number 41. Hard to Dexteres, who should have dove for it. He's around. He's double thinks it. Going to second. Torrance drops the toss there. They keep him at first. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Philippa Forrest, 0 for 1. They picked her up on waivers just a few games back, I think. Here goes the runner. The throw from Monster. A good throw, but not in time. And they got the runner in scoring position at second base, looking to tie things up with 2 outs and 1 strike. That ball misses outside. Another pitch inside corner, strike 2. Pitch number 45. Oh, throw back to Dexteres covering second base to hold up the runner there. Pitch number 45 from Chapani to Forrest. Inside corner. Ooh, hit hard. Look out. That's a tough Tough grab for a fan on the first base side. Hit hard to Dexterous, who couldn't grab it. The run's coming home. The throw is off. Monster has to go out and get it. It's going to be a double by Forrest. They bring in the run. It's now 3-2.
The center fielder.
And Marco DeMarco comes up 0 for 1 on the day. And it's a 3-2 Beewolves lead with a runner on second base. That one hit hard to Japani, who jumped but couldn't catch it. The runner's coming home. Here they come. The runner's going to second base. They score and tie it up. Another double. And another run scored. And it's now a tie ball game. Eduardo Electro, the RBI dud, is 1 for 1 with a single. And Japani's closing in on 50 pitches by the third inning. Inside corner, that one's hooked up to Monstour. Foul ball and won the count to Electro. That one misses high and outside. Ball 1-1-2. Medium pressure situation now. Doesn't chase the slider outside corner. Ball 2-1. Inside corner pop up. Monstour is going to make the second grab behind home plate and end this side for out number 3.
Crud. Grapplers pick up 2 more in the top of the third. Tie up the game 3-3. Coming up in the bottom of the third. Buster Biggs 0 for 1. Steve Monstour 1 for 1. Alora Franco 1 for 1 with a double. Lovelorn's at 24 pitches and giving up 4 hits. Biggs playing left field is locked in and fit. He's 0 for 1 on the day, hitting .360 on the season. 3 home runs, 13 RBIs. Takes the first pitch, low, ball 1, 1-0. That one's high, but he fouls that off along the first baseline. 1-1. Inside, ball 2, 2-1. That one's inside as well. Ball 3, 3-1. That's in there for called strike. Count is full, 3-2.
Oh.
And he walked the batter on 5 pitches.
Boy, I thought he was going to strike out there. That was just close enough that I was worried.
That was
a
pretty close one.
Steve Monstour 1 for 1. There goes the runner to second base. The pitch out. They're going to get him.
Pitch out.
He drops it.
He drops the ball.
He drops the ball. So Buster Biggs on second base now in scoring position on a good throw, but a bad stop by the second baseman. Takes his first pitch in for a strike. That one's hit hard, but caught by fielder. Luckily, Biggs is on it. Gets back.
Coming up, Alora Franco, the first baseman. She's 1 for 1 with a double and an RBI. Runner at second with 1 out.
Oh.
That's it. Tapper back to the mound to throw to first to get Franco 2 outs with a runner at third base. And up comes Billy LeBoink.
Billy LeBoink's 0 for 1. He just needs a single. He needs a single to get home. He hits it hard down the left field line, but it's foul. 0-1 the count. That one inside corner misses ball 1. Good patience by Billy LeBoink. That one's right in there. He hits it hard into right field, and that's going to make it in for the single. And the run scores, Pete, and the Beewolves recapture the lead 4-3.
All right, Billy LeBoink at first base. He doesn't have a lot of speed, so he's not a big base stealing threat. But Magic Moore, the center fielder, steps in. Moore is neutral and fit, hitting .374. LeBoink with a ground ball to the third baseman. Finderi picks it up, makes the throw. The guy sends it to retire the sides. But the Beewolves pick up another run, putting them ahead 4-3 as we head into the top of the fourth. Marla Moore 0 for 1. Perd Lovelorn 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And Ali Finderi 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Chapani's at 51 pitches with 5 strikeouts, and she's given up 7 hits. Marla Moore, the catcher, is feeling neutral. Hitting .200 on the season. First pitch is, she gets a hold of it, gives it a ride, but it's out of play along the left field line. No balls, 1 strike. Moore takes the second pitch for a called strike. She's in the hole now. No balls, 2 strikes with no outs. Allen's fouled off, out of play, just over the dugout. The Grappler dugout. So no balls, 2 strikes. Moore gets another pitch here. That's a ground ball that's going to get through into center field for a clean single. And Marla Moore is going to be standing at first with no outs in the top of the fourth. Perd Lovelorn is tense, fit. He's 0 for 1 in the day. He's got no batting average today. They're going to pull Lovelorn, which is not what the Beewolves wanted to see, but pinch hitting for Lovelorn will be the right fielder Kelby King. Kelby King is hitting .239, got 2 home runs, 12 RBIs. She's neutral and fit. She's got amazing amount of power. Not a very good contact hitter, and she's got a little bit of speed on the base pass, but she's known around the league as an RBI dud. The runner at first does not have very much speed, so it's a good double play opportunity. First pitch is a ball. Second one's ball as well. So it's 2-0 to Kelby King. Frangipani gets that one in there for a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's fouled off along the first base line. So the count has evened up. 2 balls, 2 strikes with no outs. Frangipani up to 59 pitches. Swing and a miss. Kelby King goes down on strikes. That makes 6, I believe, for Japani, even though she's not at 100%. Ali Findari is rattled playing third base. She's the leadoff hitter for the Grapplers, so they're back at the top of their lineup. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. That's in there for called second strike, and right away, Japani's out in front of Findari. No balls, 2 strikes. That one's outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Findari. 1 out, top of the 4th. Beewolves a 4-3 lead. There's a shot into center field, and Magic Moore comes up firing. And you got runners at first and second with 1 out. Ian Fielder, the third baseman's 0 for 2 on the day. He's hitting .239 on the season. That first one is popped up on the infield, and Gina Torrens is underneath it. Makes the catch for the second out. Infield fly rule was in effect, so everybody got back to their base. Devin Godsenza, the first baseman, is locked in and fit. Hitting .316, 2 outs. First pitch is in there for called strike. Godsenza with 24 RBIs on the season. That one's outside, ball 1. Evens up the count, 1-1. The runner at second does not have a whole lot of speed. That's in there for called second strike, and Godsenza finds himself behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Japani delivers. That's popped up to Buster Biggs in left field, and he makes the catch for the 3rd out. And Kelby King, the pinch hitter, is going to be replaced with Maggie Meggles, the relief pitcher. Maggie Meggles has a 4.02 ERA, a 1.18 WHIP. She's got 20 strikeouts on the season. She's neutral and fit. She's got less than average velocity, about average junk, less than average accuracy, but she's well rested. She throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a curveball. Beewolves 4, Grapplers 3. Coming up, Gina Torrens 1 for 1, Bertha Branks 1 for 1 with a home run, and Frangipani 0 for 1. Meggles taking the mound.
It's so far the Beewolves have scored at every single inning, Pete.
I like that. I'm glad again they won the last one 5-3, but once they scored that 5th run, they didn't score again for the rest of the day. So I'm glad to see that.
First pitch away. She swings at a bad pitch high, pops it up. The second baseman ranges back to get it in center field. Ian Fielder, the first out.
Stepping up, third baseman Bertha Banks, 1 for 1 with a home run. She's got 2 RBIs on the season and hitting .200. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. That one was low. Ball 1. 1-1. Banks with a shot to left field. I think it's going to be caught at the warning track by Forrest.
Banks got the power today.
Yeah, she's had some Wheaties this morning or something, but
something. Frangipani takes the first pitch in the first strike. Second pitch, she pops it up. That's going to be caught by the shortstop in left center field. Electro ends that side. It's the first inning without the Beewolves scoring.
Yep, 3 up, 3 down. So Grapplers 3 runs on 9 hits. Beewolves 4 runs on 5 hits. Coming up in the top of the 5th, Hoban Bambino 2 for 2. Philippa Forrest 1 for 2 with a double and a strikeout, and Marco DeMarco 1 for 2 with a double and a strikeout.
Right fielder, Hoban Bambino.
Hoban Bambino locked in, like you said, 2 singles, an RBI, 3 home runs, and 13 RBIs in the season. Outfield's going to go a little deep for Mr. Bambino. Throwing her 71st pitch, Frangipani. That's hit hard. That's going to be out of here, Pete. That is over the wall. Home run to Bambino. He's 3 for 3 now on the day. with I think a double, a home run, and a single. It's his 4th home run of the season and 14th RBI of the season. And just like that, it's tied up again.
The left fielder, number 88.
Philippa Forrest 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. Looking to put the Grapplers ahead. Curveball hits to Dexteras, who picks it up on the roll to shortstop, throws it to first for Franco for 1 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Marco DeMarco.
Marco DeMarco 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. Again, these Grapplers are scoring on us. 73rd pitch by Chapani misses low. 1-0 here on the top of the 5th. It's knotted up at 4 apiece. Inside corner strike. Finally gets a strike there to DeMarco. Now it's even at 1 apiece. 1-1-1. Which makes it a nice slider outside. Strike 2. She's ahead in the count. Number 40 throwing her 76th pitch. Gets him strike 3. I think that's number 7, Pete.
Now batting, the shortstop, Eduardo.
We got to get her this win. She's got to get this win.
Yeah. 1 for 2 with a single. Well, then we got to get ahead while she's still throwing. She's throwing her 77th pitch. She may have one more inning after this. Hit hard to right field. Blaboink up for it. Makes the grab on the run. For the out, 3rd out.
But thanks to the home run, the score is tied up 4-4. Coming up in the bottom of the 5th, Hanley Dexter's 0 for 2. Buster Biggs 0 for 1 with a walk. And Monstour 1 for 2. Megals threw 7 pitches in that last inning. Dexter's is tense but fit. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Hitting 270 on the season with 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. First pitch is outside. Ball 1. 1-0. There's a shot to Finderi at third base, which is plucked out of the air. And Dexter's is done. Buster Biggs.
Once again, Dexter's making good contact, but hitting it straight to people. Buster Biggs 0 for 1 today, but he's locked in. Big swing and a miss. Strike 1. Second pitch, a little roller to second base. Fielder picks it up, throws it to first for the 2nd out. 2 down.
Steve Monstour, the catcher's neutral and fit. Hit 1 for 2 on the day. Singled. He's got power versus right-handed pitching. He's hitting 407 on the season with 2 home runs and 8 RBIs. It's popped up along the left field line. It's going to be out of play. Oh, no! Finderi with a diving catch along the wall for the 3rd out. Oh, my.
That's good baseball.
3 down for the Beewolves. This is not a good pattern. Marla Moore, Maggie Megals, and Allie Finderi coming up for the Grapplers. Marla Moore, the catcher, neutral fit, 1 for 2 with a single earlier today. She's hitting 231 with no home runs and RBI. She rolls that one out. And Bertha Banks rushes in, picks it up barehanded and makes the throw to first to get her. Maggie Megals, the relief pitcher, is locked in and fit. This is her first at bat this season, so this is the first time she's had a bat in her hand. First pitch is low, ball 1, 1-0. Japani's at 79 pitches. That's popped up along the third base line. Banks is calling everybody off. Makes the catch for the 2nd out. It's the Banks inning here. Allie Finderi, the third baseman, tense and fit, but she's hitting 2 for 3 today, Tommy. She's got 2 singles on the day.
What the heck?
A little bit of pressure coming up. That one's outside. Ball 1, 1-0 in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. That's in there for a called strike. Evens up the count at 1-1-1. Japani's at 4.50 ERA. That's popped up into left field. Buster Biggs making the call, makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down for the Grapplers. So we're heading into the bottom of the 6th. Knotted up at 4. Laura Franco 1 for 2 with a double. Billy LeBoink 1 for 2. And Magic Morse 0 for 2. Megals thrown 13 pitches in 2 innings.
All right, we got to get back on it here. With the Laura Franco be a good start. She's 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. Number 82. One of my favorite, probably my favorite first baseman in the league. First pitch outside corner, strike 1. She's being patient. Is Laura Franco until she finds her pitch. Now she hits that one down the line, foul to where Finderi caught it last time. 0-2, she's behind. Outside, good eye there. 1-2. Megals throws her 16th pitch. That one's going to be popped up and waving it off as a first baseman. Godsendas drags it in.
Billy LeBoink, 1 for 2 with a single at an RBI. All of a sudden, he's a fan of the high pitch. All of a sudden, the Beewolf offense seems to go on into hibernation. Another Line drive right back to the pitcher Meggles, who makes the catch for the second out.
Oh boy, Magic Moore. I don't know what he's 0 for 2, right? 370. He's got to get a hit here. Watches the first pitch in for a strike, 0-1 the count. Swings a bad one outside, a little liner towards first, steps into it, 3 down. 3 up, 3 down.
Coming into the top of the 7th, Ian Fielder 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Devin Gatsenza 1 for 3, and Hovind Bambino 3 for 3 with a home run. Japani's at 83 pitches with 7 strikeouts.
You think she's going to keep pitching?
I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll see what happens here.
What could go wrong? Anticipated, gone.
Yeah.
There it is, folks. 5-3. She stayed just a little too long. And
1 pitch too late.
Yeah, the Grapplers take another one out. And it is now 5-4. It's Fielder's 3rd home run, his 16th RBI of the season. He was hoping Japani was going to stay in for that one.
Devin Gatsenza.
Devin Gatsenza is 1 for 3. They're going to wave to the bullpen. Japani had a good run, sort of. Although she gave up a few home runs. Coming in. You heard the man. Benson Rushmore's got a 6.87 ERA and a 1.64 whip. He's got 14 Ks on the season. 14. He's got good velocity and junk. Not entirely accurate, but he throws a 4-finger, 2-finger slider and the curveball with authority. The left-hand box has got Senzas, who cranks it deep to center field. And we got another one out of here, Pete. Up and over the wall. Back-to-back home runs. And, boy, the Grapplers are riding them out of here today. It's like a home run derby. It's got Senza's 9th home run and 25th RBI of the season. Number 8 makes it a 6-4 game.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Hovind Bambino wants his turn. He's 3 for 3 with 1 home run already, 2 singles and an RBI. He says, throw one down the middle, Rushmore. There it is! Oh, it's hit hard to Dexteris, who grabs it for that first out of the inning. And now we're past the most dangerous batters. Philippa Forrest comes in 1 for 3, the double and RBI though. Forrest waving the hips in the left batter's box. Gets a hard hit by Winters straight to Dexteris. He's going to make the easy throw to first for a second out. 2 down. We got to get out of this quickly. Marco DeMarco 1 for 3 with a double and RBI. 2.64 on the season. 3 long balls, 14 RBIs. Takes his first pitch high. Misses. Ball 1. Top of the 7th, 6-4 Grapplers. The Beewolves are going to have to fight to get back in this. Rushmore misses again inside. 2-0. Swing and a miss on a nice curveball there by Rushmore. 2-1. Check swing when it's in there. Strike 2. 2-2-2. Here's Rushmore's 8th pitch. Little runner down to first base. Laura Prickle picks it up and steps in the bag on her way to the dugout.
But the Grapplers pick up 2 more off of 2 hits.
Every other inning.
6-4 Grapplers. What?
Every other inning.
Gina Torrens, Bertha Banks, and somebody else.
Some other person.
Torres is 1 for 2 on a day with a single. Since coming back. That smash to the shortstop. Electro picks it up, makes the throw to Gatsenza. For the first out. Bertha Banks, the third baseman's up.
1 for 2, the home run, 2 RBIs. Bertha could bring us within 1 here with the 1 swing of the bat. There it is, hit hard, but it's into left center field. She's getting in for a clean single. DeMarco holds her up at first. All right, Bertha, way to get things started.
Benson Rushmore's hitting 250 on the season with no home runs, no RBIs. Not a lot of speed in Bertha Banks at first base, not a threat to steal. There's a shot by Winder out in the center field. Makes the catch and looked like Bertha Banks wanted to tag up, but didn't work out. So
could have.
She's still at first.
Hanley Dexter's 0 for 3. Boy, it'd be nice if we went 1 for 4 the home run and tied this thing up. Takes the first pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 to Mr. Dexter's bottom of the 7th and medium pressure. Hits it hard enough. It's out there. Just go right into the glove of DeMarco. 3rd out. Doggone Dexter's.
So no runs, 1 hit, no errors coming up in the top of the 8th. Eduardo Electro 1 for 3, Marla Moore 1 for 3, and Meggie Meggles 0 for 1. Rushmore threw 8 pitches in his brief appearance with 1 hit. Grapplers holding on to a 6-4 lead as we head into the top of the 8th. Locked in is Eduardo Electro. 1 for 3 on the day. Rushmore delivers. In there for a called strike. Strike 1. That one's a little high. Ball 1. 1-1. Top of the 8th. Grapplers 6. Beewolves 4. There's a roller to Dexteras who picks it up, makes the throw to first to retire that guy. 1 out. Marla Moore, the catcher, neutral and fit. 1 for 3 with a single today. Rushmore up to 11 pitches. Allen's in there for called strikes. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out in the top of the 8th. Rushmore delivers outside. Ball 1. Evens up the count at 1-1. Allen's fouled off along the third baseline. Rushmore's out in front of Moore. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. A little low. Evens the count up at 2-2. Rushmore delivers, and that's popped up, and LeBoink is getting over and makes the catch on the run. 2 outs. Maggie Meggles, the relief pitcher, is coming up. She's locked in and fit. 0 for 1 in the day. I think that first time up was her first at bat this season, so takes the first pitch for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike with 2 outs. Meggles rolls one down to third baseline. Oh, and she beats it out. It's an infield single. She had a swinging bunt, and Banks was unable to get to it and make the throw fast enough. So we're back to Ali Finderi, the leadoff hitter.
Throw to second. She makes it.
And the pitcher, Maggie Meggles, just stole second base. She's got a lot of speed, actually. That one's a little low. Ball 1. 1-1 to Finderi with 2 outs and a runner at second. That's in there for a called second strike. And Rushmore's out in front of Finderi. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. That's popped up behind home plate. Monstour's out. He's underneath it. Makes the catch for the 3rd out. Coming up in the bottom of the 8th, Beewolves need 2 to tie, 3 to go ahead. Buster Biggs 0 for 2 with a walk. Monstour 1 for 3, and Franco 1 for 3 with a double. Meggles is up to 25 pitches, and she's given up 1 hit.
The left fielder.
Buster Biggs, the left fielder, 0 for 2 with a walk. He's locked in today. There's a smash in the center field. That's a leadoff single for Buster Biggs.
There we go. It's a good way to start. No outs and a man on first, and Steve Monstour up 1 for 3 with a single. Hitting 400, Pete. Monstour is someone who can get this game going. Again. Hits it hard, but it's going to go right to fielder. Oh, who gets the first out and the second. Double play. It's the opposite of what we needed to happen right there.
Laura Franco, the first baseman, 1 for 3 on the day with a double and an RBI. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Yeah, that was just horse pucky.
Yeah.
That's inside. Ball 1. 1-0. Allen's in there for a called strike. 1-1. That's popped up in foul territory along the first baseline, and Godsenza gets over there and makes the catch. 1-2-3. Coming up in the top of the 9th, it's fielder, Godsenza, and Bambino. All 3 have hit home runs today.
That's not a good sign.
Fielder's locked in, and Fiddy's 1 for 4 with a home run and an RBI.
Yeah. Let's see. Is he going to get number 2 right here? Here's the pitch. Pow! No. It's a ball outside. Top of the 9th. It's a medium pressure situation. The Grapplers hoping to add to their lead. That one's inside corner. Strike 1. 1 apiece. Dusty Winder throws the 25th pitch. Misses. 2-1. It is a 2-point lead. The Beewolves can get back in it, and they couldn't grab that ball. It goes right past the mound. That's going to be a single in the center field with no outs. And not looking good for the Beewolves. Comeback.
Devin
Godsendas is 2 for 4. The home run, single, RBI. Winder wants to get him to hit into a double play. Throws it low. Doesn't swing. Ball 1. 1-0. That one's jacked hard to right field. That would have made it if it was fair, but it's foul in the upper deck by Godsendas. Doesn't chase that one outside. 2-1. Heading the count. Dusty Winder throwing number 30. So he gets a signal from Monstour. Jams him inside. Hits a foul down the third base line. 2 apiece. with no outs. Ooh, wow, he loves that curveball. He took the cover off that, put it in his own dugout. Or put it in the Beewolves dugout, I'm sorry. Swing and a miss on the outside corner. That was a great pitch, Pete. The two-finger had it moving away from him. One down. Jovan Bambino's locked in 3 for 4, the home run, and a whole bunch of other stuff. He's got a runner at first, threatening to go. Watches the first pitch go in there for strike 0-1. Winder's ahead of him. Throwing number 34 right here. Pops it up to Hanley Dexteres. He's going to go back behind shortstop. Make it for the second out. 2 down. One more to go. 4 for 4, so 1 for 4. The double and an RBI. Still looking a little bit tense in there. More power than contact. Goes to first. Franco can't quite peg him down, but it made him think about it. Got 2 outs in the top of the 9th. That two-finger makes it in there for strike 1. On the count to Philippa Forrest. Hits that one hard. Oh, it gets over the glove of Bertha Banks. Whoop. And they throw home for some reason. That's a single. Runners at first and second now with 2 outs. The pressure's up. Marco DeMarco's 1 for 4. The double and an RBI. Play at first, second, or third. Whichever base is closest. Rushmore running out of gas a little bit. Throws a nice curve in there for first strike. 0-1 the count. Second pitch inside corner. That's going to go. Dexteres makes the grab. Yes, for the third out.
All right. We need 2 to tie, 3 to win, Beewolves. Billy LeBoink, 1 for 3. Magic Moore, 0 for 3. And Gina Torrance, 1 for 3. Megals is at 30 pitches and only given up 2 hits since taking over for Lovelorn. Billy LeBoink, the right fielder, 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI.
The Boinker likes the pitches up top. First pitch comes in there, it's up top, and he hits it right past the mound in the center field and starts us off with that single, Pete. It looks good again. It's about as well as we can hope for. Tying run at the plate.
Tying runs at the plate. Magic Moore 0 for 3, hitting .366. He's got 3 home runs on the season. LeBoink's not a threat to steal. The first pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. That one was low. Ball 1. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Magic Moore. There's a shot deep. Oh no, to center field. Caught by DeMarco. LeBoink has to get back to first base. 1 out. Runner at first.
Just don't hit to a double play, Gina Torrance. She's 1 for 3 with a single. She could do something. A nice outfield single would get Billy LeBoink towards third. Ooh, that pitch is high and inside. Makes it in for strike 1. We both thought that wasn't in there. Same spot. This time it's a ball. 1 apiece. Bottom of the 9th inning here. It's do or die. Strike 2 to Gina Torrance. Check swing. Ooh, check swing again, but that one's a ball. Knotted up 2 apiece. She reaches out and another diving stop by Vendera is a foul ball. And we're 1 out away from dropping this.
Bertha Banks 2 for 3 with a home run and a single. She's got 2 RBIs. Represents the tying run at home plate. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. That's one's outside. 1-1. There's a smash into center field, and it is gone! Bertha Banks ties this game up in the 9th inning with a second home run of the day, 423 feet. Her 7th RBI of the season. Way to go, Bertha Banks.
Man of the hour.
Late season display of power here.
Benson Rushmore, if he goes power and takes one out, this game's over. Maggie Megals is going to grab a seat. She grabs some wood. Raleigh Overo, the right-hander, is going to be coming in relief, the A+.
The A+.
And he's locked in. He throws the ball hard. He puts crazy movement on it, and he's dead-eye accurate. Thing is, he's not entirely fresh. He's got a 4-finger curveball and a changeup, and it's a high-pressure situation here in the bottom of the 9th. 1 more run wins it for the Beewolves. And it looks like they're taking out Benson Rushmore. It's a good move. Looking to get a hitter here. They might be able to tack on some more. It's a good move. They go with Ruby Green. Ruby Green's got good power and contact and speed. She knows an RBI man. Maybe she can give herself an RBI by taking one over. She has 2 home runs on the season. First pitch inside corner, strike 1 to Ruby Green. 0-1 the count. Second one, check swing, ball 1. Good patience by Ruby. Ooh, high and inside. Swing and miss, a bad pitch, strike 2. Pops that one up, and that's going to be the third out. Catching that's the pitcher, Overo, and we're going to extra innings, Pete.
Yes, we are. Got that one tied up on a big hit by Bertha Banks. Way to go, Bertha. Way to go.
Do I go with the closer or do I go with Balfour? I go with the closer, right? Do you go with Avery?
Yeah, go with the closer.
Yeah. Oh, but he's got half stamina.
All right, well, who's got the highest?
Well, Balfour.
Okay.
All right, I guess. Shoot, though.
Leaving is Ruby Green, coming in as Tats Belfour. Belfour with a 4.82 ERA, a 1.25
There he is right there.
whip.
You're talking about him. He's not even on the field yet. Get out there, Tats.
25 strikeouts on the season. He's got about a little bit less than average velocity, about average junk, and a little less than average accuracy. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a curveball. He's walk prone. Coming up in the top of the 10th extra innings, we go on Eduardo Electro, 1 for 4, Marla Moore, 1 for 4, and Raleigh Overo, first at bat. Wow, they may have to wind up pulling their A-plus pitcher as long as we can keep them from scoring. He's going to have to come out if they pinch hit for him. So yeah. Eduardo Electro, 219 in the season with 2 home runs. Pressure's up. Belfour delivers inside, ball 1, 1-0. Swing and a miss. Electro swung right through it. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's in there for a called second strike, and Belfour's out in front of Electro. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's fouled off along the first baseline. We'll do it again. Electro gets another pitch. That's fouled off as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Balfour up to 5 pitches on Electro. Swing and a miss. Electro goes down on strikes. Marla Moore, the catcher. She's neutral and fit. Not a lot of power, not a lot of contact. She's going to get yanked. Marla Moore, the catcher, is being pulled for pinch hitter Ben Kringer. Kringer's hitting .205 with 1 home run and 4 RBIs on the season. He's neutral and fit. He's got less than average power, about average contact, and a little bit less, about average speed. But he's known around the league as a whiffer.
That's what I heard.
Balfour comes inside with an over the inside corner for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike to Kringer. That's fouled off, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And again, Kringer known as a whiffer.
Oh, no.
Except this time when he just hits.
Hey, what a catch by Magic Moore. The jumping grab. He was robbed in center field. Ah! Oh, my gosh, Pete. Oh, that was the go-ahead run. Oh, and he robbed him. Here comes Raleigh Overo's first at bat. He's a locked-in power hitter.
He's locked.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking. Whew.
It's a power-hitting pitcher, although his power is only about average. He's locked in and fit. First pitch is outside, ball 1, 1-0 with 2 outs to Overo. He fouled that one straight back out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Balfour at 11 pitches. That's in there for called strike, and Balfour takes the power position. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Delivers a roller to Dexteras, who picks it up, makes the throw for the 3rd out. And we saw some action there. 6-6 going into the bottom of the 10th. Hanley Dexteras 0 for 4. Buster Biggs 1 for 3 with a walk. Steve Monstour 1 for 4. Overo threw 4 pitches in his brief appearance in the 9th inning.
Now batting.
Dexteras is back to being rattled and fit. He's a tough out, and he's a good utility player. Okay, Ben Kringer, who pinch hit for the catcher, is going to take a seat, and they're going to bring in their backup catcher, Grizz Signorio. Grizz Signorio is neutral and strained. He is not in full health. So he's got less than average speed, a little bit better than average fielding, and he's got a really strong arm in that catcher position. He's got no errors, but he's got a .315 batting average.
He's got an arm like a cannon.
Now catching, Signorio. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. That's fouled off along the first base line. No balls, 2 strikes to Dexteras. There's a hard hit ball that God sends at first base, takes it himself for the out.
0 for 5. All right, Buster Biggs. Finished this game with 1 hit, 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Let's put an HR on it. Let's make it number 4 on the season. There it is. Oh, it's strike 1. 0-1 the count. Bottom of the 10th. It's hard, but down the line, strike 2. And danger of going. Oh, that went right up the mound into center field. Good single by Buster Biggs, and he's on the bag. And hopefully the Beewolves can do it here. Steve Monster.
All right, Steve Monster is neutral and fit, 1 for 4 on the day. Runner at first base. And he's off with the pitch. He's in there, safe.
Yes.
Runner is 90 feet closer to scoring. Takes that pitch, and the Monster's in. Oh, popped up.
Get back.
In shallow right. It's caught by fielder for the second out. Runner had to hold up at second.
The pressure is through the roof for Laura Franco's. 1 for 4, the double and an RBI, and there goes Avero, the relief pitcher. They're going to bring in Tucker Turlington, the other relief pitcher. He's got 3.72 ERA and a 1.10 WHIP, 26 strikeouts in the season. He throws the ball hard enough. He throws really crazy movement, and he's accurate. He throws a forefinger to the slider, the curveball, and the fork, and it's clear that the Grapplers are going for the juggler. They really want to take this game back. That one misses by a mile in the outside corner to Franco. I don't know if he's nervous throwing to her.
They're going to walk her.
Oh, they're going to go around Franco. Yeah.
Oh,
what is she swinging for? She swings. It's 1 and 2. Ball 3. They're going to go around Franco to get to the next batter. And as the batter walked, because Franco could have ended it.
Billy DeBoyne, 2 for 4 with 2 singles and an RBI, hitting .333 with 3 home runs, 16 RBIs. A single wins this game. And there's a shot.
There it is. Sliding and makes the game.
That's the game. Billy DeBoyne with the big RBI. All right. Extra innings. That was something.
Bottom of the 10th. I know. Holy cow! As soon as he got that thing, I knew it was going to be caught. As long as another runner didn't get caught, running.
Yeah, that's what I started to worry about. The one Laura Franco who was trailing. I'm like, oh, she's going to get. They're going to tag her out or something.
And that's going to be it.
I'm like,
well, look at that. Started off in the first. With the Grapplers going ahead, the Beewolves tie it up. Then the Beewolves go ahead. Then the Grapplers go ahead. Then the Beewolves tie it up. Then the Grapplers go ahead. Then the Grapplers go ahead more. Beewolves come within 1, tie it up, and they win it. And the end of it, 7-6, 11 runs for the Beewolves, 15 for the Grapplers. What a game, Pete!
Yes, sir. Yeah. That was a good one. I love that too. 7 runs on 11 hits. I mean, that means we only got 4 hits that didn't score.
Yeah.
Wow, what a game! That was a game, man.
And everyone was hitting, even for the Grapplers. I mean, they got a lot of offense going. They got 2 for the first 3 were 2 for 5. They got 3 home runs in their first 4 batters. They hit 3 out of here today. It was like a home run inning. Forrest goes 2 for 5. And the only problem they struggled. Yeah, that was it. I don't think. Look at all the subs they had. They were really digging in the pockets deep to try and pull this one out.
What was their pitching? I mean, I think they had the same situation. They got great pitchers, but Overo came in. They're A minus, something like that.
Yeah.
But he didn't have a lot of stamina, so it was like I was hoping they would have pulled him rather than have him hit, but they let him hit and wound up having to pull him in the next inning.
Yeah.
Turlington, he didn't have much of a showing. Meggles was in there for a good long time, and she was hard to hit. She was hard to hit.
Then on the Beewolves, you got Dexteris goes 0 for 5. 0 for 5. Magic Moore 0 for 4.
Monster 1 for 5. Franco 1 for 4. I mean, I think Franco's was a big one.
Yeah.
But 1 for 4, really?
And then Bertha Banks goes 3 for 4, gets 4 RBIs, scores 2 runs herself, 2 home runs. She's got to be player of the game.
It's got to be.
Let's see. Here it comes. Oh, wait, no, pitchers first. Pete,
pitchers first.
Why don't you tell me about that?
The Grapplers? Herd Lovelorn pitched 3 innings, gave up 5 hits, had 4 earned runs and a walk, gave up 1 home run. He left with a 4.54 ERA. I'm sorry. His record goes to stays at 2-3. Meggles, she comes in and pitches 5 2/3, gave up 4 hits, 2 earned runs and a home run. She left with an ERA of 3.89. Her record stays at 3-1-1, and then Overo, their awesome A pitcher, he gets the loss. I love it. I love it. He pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, 1 earned, and he walked out of here with a 3.09 ERA with a 2-2-2 record. 2 wins, 2 losses, and 2 saves. And Turlington gave up 1 hit and 1 walk, and he left with a 3.72 ERA and a 1-1-2 record.
Yeah. Over on our side, Japani threw well enough. I mean, she threw 6 innings, got 11 hits off her, 5 earned runs. So they were hitting her. But she got 7 Ks, 2 home runs off her. Her ERA rests at 4.71. She's even on the season at 2 apiece. Benson Rushmore comes in and throws 3 innings. He gets 4 hits off him, 1 earned run. Gets 1 K of his own and gets 1 home run off of him. He's got a 6.33 and he's 1-2-1 of the season. Meanwhile, Tats Balfour grabs the win late game, throws 1 inning, gets a K, no hits off him. His ERA drops to 4.66. He's flawless on the season, Pete. Look at that, 4-0 with a save.
He's got the best record, pitching record on our team.
Wow.
He's got the most wins on our team.
He played like it. There it is. Stars of the game. Pete, start us.
Number 1, the B-, Bertha Banks at third base. She's just, she's been chugging along and struggling, but today paid off. She goes 3 for 4 with 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, and scored 2 runs. And we thank her for her histrionics in the 9th inning, tying this game up.
Oh, I know. Big play there. For the Grapplers, they get the second star of the game. The A right fielder, Joven Bambino. I was always nervous to see him up there. He goes 3 for 5 today. Gets a home run, 2 RBIs, 2 runs, and a stolen base.
And then the last star of the game came up big in the 10th. Billy LeBoink, the right fielder, with that game-winning single that drove in the game-winning run. He was 3 for 5 on the day with 2 RBIs, and he scored a run.
Yes, sir.
And that's the way it goes. Tommy with 5 hits, a home run, 3 RBIs, 1 stolen base, and 4 strikeouts. He's got a contribution of 55. I had 6 hits, a home run, 4 RBIs, 1 great catch, 1 stolen base, 5 strikeouts, and I wind up with 45. How does that work out?
I don't know. Seems like it did more than me at everything.
And I got a 45% contribution.
It's a great catch, I guess. I guess that counts for some. I don't know. Well,
and what? Yeah, I mean, I don't want to blow my own horn, but man, what a catch!
Yes, he robs that home run. This game's over otherwise.
Yeah. Oh, it was one of those things where I'm like, oh crap, and I pulled the button or put trigger or whatever it was supposed to be, and he just jumped at the right time. It was accident. It was complete accident.
It was awesome. Drinks are on me.
All right. And that's a rarity, folks.
So we got the next game. We're gonna face off against the Wide Loads. So that'll be here, the New York. Last time we played the Wide Loads was out in New York and we beat them. So they're gonna be looking for revenge. Looking at the season standings, I want to start off we never did the season standings early in the game, so let's do it here now. Pete, why don't you start us off?
Okay. Over in the Pioneer Conference, the Pathfinder Division, the Moose are with a record of 17-11, have a half-game lead over the Burners, who are sitting in second place with 16-11.
The Uncharted Division has the San Diego Platypi at the top, tied actually with the Wild Pigs. It's been a battle with them going back and forth. They're both playing 500 ball in leading the Uncharted Division. They're 2.5 games ahead of the Buzzards, who are 11-16.
And then in the Journey Division, the Sandcats are holding a 2.5 game lead over their rivals, the Arctics. The Sandcats with a record of 20-9, and the Arctics sitting in second place with a record of 17-11.
Sandcats, still the best record in the league.
Yeah.
The Explorer Conference Seafair Division, the Philadelphia Frontrunners have been at the top pretty much all season, battling with the Jacks. They have an 18-10 record with a plus 38 run differential. They are a half game ahead of the Jacks, who are 17-10.
And then in our very own trade division, the Nemesis still sitting alone in first place with a record of 12-16. Behind them in a three-way tie for second place, the Herbivores, the Sirloins, and the Beewolves, all with a record of 11-17. They're sitting one game behind the Nemesis in the trade division.
Boy, I didn't recognize that the Water Bullets were doing as poorly as they were.
Things seem to have turned on them somewhere.
And what an awful division. The Sandcats are leading division 20-9. Our first place team is 12-16. They got 4 more losses than wins. The last place Overdogs in the Seafarers division would be tied for first in the trade.
And every one of our teams, with the exception of the Nemesis have a +4 run differential. All the rest of us have double-digit negative run differential.
Oh, I know, 40 for the both of us there. Only the High Corners are worse. Still looking for their 10th win at 9-20. The Curiosity division to finish it off, the Warblers still commanding the lead there at first. They're 17-12, and they are a half game ahead of those Sawteeth we saw last beat. On that last game. Or no, we lost the Sawteeth. We beat the Sawteeth. That's right.
We beat them, just last week.
16-12. If we look at quickly the wild card standings, as it stands, if things ended today, the Sandcats would grab first place. They would, and the Moose would grab first place. The Platypi and the Arctics are the wild card contenders for the Pioneer Conference. They have a half game lead ahead of the Burners. Meanwhile, in the Explorer Conference, the Frontrunners would have first at 18-10, Warblers 17-12. Or why don't you say, Pete? I'm talking too much.
Okay, the Explorer Conference, the division leaders would be Frontrunners with a record of 18-10, Warblers with a record of 17-12, and the Nemesis with a record of 12-16. And then making it into the wild card slot would be the Jacks at 17-10. And just behind them, the Gold Coats are a half game behind them at 17-11. So really the Jacks holding a half game lead by virtue of the schedule. They've played one less game than the Gold Coats, so that gives them a slight advantage.
It's funny, our division, we're 6.5 games back out of the wild card race. We're much more likely to take the division. We're only a game back to get first place in the trade. Basically,
like you said, the conference is a lot better than our division.
Yeah, but it looks like right now, probably, I mean, if it ended like this, or if the Beewolves were to get ahead, they would just be fodder for whoever wins the Curiosity division. And then the front runners would take out I don't know how that works.
I always like the idea that once you get to the second season, anything can happen. So
it's true.
Hopefully we'll be able to do some good stuff.
Well, and then when you look at the schedule, you could finally see the bottom. Starting with this wide loads game, you can see out there to the end of the regular season. We're home against the Wild Loads. We go out to Philadelphia to play Frontrunners. That's gonna be crazy ball. Then we host the Overdogs. Chasey Kim's gonna pitch against us. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna have to switch that back up again because now we've got Frangipani in last place in our rotation. So you know what I mean? Because of what we did when we subbed in.
Well, no, because we just played her. And so now Bender's going to play Ortiz, Levon, and then Japani.
Yeah, but it used to be Bender, Ortiz, Japani, and Levon.
Oh, well. Okay, well, we'll figure that out.
We'll talk about it, that's for Live from the Hive.
Well, we got the Overdogs coming down. Then we go to play the Freebooters. We'll be playing Ratherswell. So that'll be the first time we've ever gone against the Freebooters. And the only time this season. Then we go out to Houston to play the Crocs, and then it's the Sirloins in town for 2. Out to the Platypi, who are tough. The Wild Pigs are tough at home. Buzzards, not so much recently. Water Bullets, we should wrap that up. That's 2 games out in Florida. Nemesis, Outlaws, Hot Corners. Yeah, we could do this, Pete.
Yep. Front runners will be a tough challenge, but
it will.
Let's keep the win behind us, and we'll keep building up speed. That's what we're gonna do.
Sounds like a good plan. All right, well, until then, we will see you back here again in town as the Wide Loads visit us in a few days. Until then, this is Tommy G.
And this is Pete J. And we're saying, hey, get out of here.